Hey everyone, ready to peek into the future? Today we're diving deep into the future of retail.
The future of retail, exciting stuff.
Yeah, and we've got a fantastic guide, this super in-depth JLL report on global retail trends, hot off the press for January 2025.
It's a really forward-looking report.
It is. We're talking about the forces that are shaping how we shop, where we shop, all of it. And the best part, we're going to see how these predictions are already playing out in the real world.
Real-world examples, that's key.
Absolutely. So get ready for some serious aha moments because we're going to tackle some big questions today.
Like what?
Well, like, will robots be our personal stylists? Are we saying goodbye to physical stores forever? And how does sustainability fit into this whole retail evolution?
Lots to unpack.
This JLL report is packed with insights about how technology, sustainability, and, what shoppers like you and me want, how it's impacting what we buy and where we buy it.
Everything from groceries to clothes, gadgets, the whole 9 yards.
Exactly. Now, one of the most surprising findings in this report, and I have to admit it's surprised me,
Yeah.
is that even with the massive growth of online shopping,
I mean, everybody shops online these days.
right, but even with that, a whopping 67% of global shoppers still prefer to shop in person.
Wow, that's a lot.
I know, right? That's from the JL Experience Matters 2024 survey.
So those predictions about physical stores dying out might have been a little premature.
Yeah, it seems like they were. So the question is, what's driving this? Why are people still drawn to those brick-and-mortar stores?
I think it shows that while convenience is a huge factor, people still value that sensory experience of shopping.
Being able to see it, touch it?
Exactly. Touching the fabrics, seeing how things actually look in person. And let's not forget that human interaction, there's an emotional element to shopping that you just can't fully replicate online.
It's true. Sometimes you just got to see it to believe it, especially with clothes.
Yeah.
But speaking of convenience, this report dives into a future where drones are delivering everything, even dinner and diapers. Can you imagine?
Drones delivering diapers. Now that's convenience.
I know, right?
Mm.
Picture this. Your smart fridge, it knows you're out of milk, it orders it automatically, and boom, a drone silently delivers it in the middle of the night.
No more late night grocery runs. I'm sold.
Right? It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but it's actually happening now.
Oh yeah, it's already happening.
Walmart is using drones for deliveries within a 10-mile radius of some stores in Dallas, and they're planning to expand this to 75% of residents in that area. It's pretty amazing.
And then there's Starship Technologies. They're using those six-wheeled delivery robots. They've already made over 6 million deliveries in different countries, including the US and the UK.
Wow, 6 million. So while we're sleeping, there could be a whole fleet of drones and robots out there quietly delivering everything we need.
It's a pretty futuristic picture.
It is. But with all these delivery robots zipping around, what does that mean for brick-and-mortar stores? Are we going to see fewer of them?
It's a good question. It's possible that retailers might need smaller stores if they're relying more on direct-to-consumer deliveries.
So smaller footprints.
Exactly. They won't need as much space for inventory. And then think about the infrastructure changes we'll need. We'll need drone landing zones and all sorts of new tech to manage these delivery networks.
Drone landing zones. That's wild.
It is. It's going to require some serious partnerships between retailers and tech companies.
It's a whole new world, but it also makes you wonder about access. Will everyone benefit from this super convenient future? Or will we see drone deliveries primarily in wealthier neighborhoods?
That's a crucial point, and the report acknowledges that.
The potential disparities.
Yeah, if we're not careful, those who can afford it will be the first to experience this drone-powered future, while others lag behind. And that's something retailers and policymakers need to consider.
Absolutely. We can't leave anyone behind in this retail revolution. Now get ready. Because we're about to step into a world that sounds like pure science fiction. We're talking about the rise of digital twins and augmented reality.
Digital twins, that sounds intense.
It is. Imagine a virtual version of yourself trying on clothes.
Wait, a virtual me trying on clothes?
Yeah, that's your digital twin, a virtual replica of your body. And it can be used to suggest outfits. You can actually try on clothes virtually with AR glasses. You can see how they look, how they fit, without even leaving your house.
Wow, that would be a game changer, especially for someone like me who hates trying on clothes in stores.
I hear you, but how close is all of this to reality? Is this technology actually available now?
It's closer than you might think. We already have virtual try-ons on mobile devices and VR headsets.
That's so cool.
Some retailers are even using AI to give you style advice based on your selfies or pictures of your clothes. It's like having a personal stylist right in your pocket.
Yeah. That's amazing. But with all this high-tech personalization, what about the human touch? Are robots going to take over all the jobs in retail?
Not necessarily. The report actually suggests that the role of the store associate is going to evolve.
In what way?
They'll become less about ringing up sales and more about being expert advisors, offering personalized recommendations, and creating those memorable shopping experiences.
So it's not just about checking people out, it's about creating a connection.
Exactly. They'll be like retail
I
superstars,
love that, retail superstars. So instead of just folding sweaters and stocking shelves.
which, let's be honest, can get a little boring.
It can. Imagine a bookstore clerk, their live stream book review goes viral, or a clothing associate hosting an online unboxing event that drives tons of digital twin purchases.
Now that's innovative.
Right, they become content creators, influencers, brand ambassadors.
That's a cool way to think about it.
Think about a cookware store associate live streaming a cooking demo. They could create a whole community around their expertise. It's about adding value beyond just the transaction.
It's about creating an experience.
Exactly, and that's what shoppers are looking for.
Absolutely. Experiences matter.
They do, but with all this talk about tech savviness and online presence, what about the people who aren't as comfortable with technology? Will they be left behind?
That's a real concern. This shift could create a digital divide in the workforce. It's crucial that retailers provide training and support to help associates adapt to these new roles and technologies.
So upskilling is key.
It is. It's also important to ensure access to technology and training for everyone.
Digital equity, we have to strive for that.
Absolutely. We can't leave anyone behind.
Right, so we've got drones delivering diapers, digital twins trying on clothes, retail superstars creating online communities.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, and the report doesn't stop there. It also talks about how retail spaces themselves are transforming. It's not just what's happening inside the stores, but the entire retail landscape.
So like the malls, the shopping centers, all of it.
All of it. So instead of those giant malls or big box stores, are we talking about more integrated retail experiences? Like what if those old retail parks were turned into mixed-use communities with apartments, offices, maybe even medical clinics, all within walking distance of shops and restaurants?
So everything you need right there in your neighborhood.
Exactly. It's all about convenience and creating a more holistic living experience.
And it's not just a futuristic concept, it's happening now.
It is. We're already seeing examples of this. IKEA, known for their massive stores, they're opening smaller locations in cities to be closer to their customers, and supermarkets are testing out mini-market concepts. Even malls are being redeveloped to include apartments and other uses. It's like retail is weaving itself into the fabric of our daily lives.
It's becoming more integrated, more accessible.
Absolutely. And here's another interesting twist. The report suggests that as the digital world expands, the value of real-world, human-centered experiences in physical spaces will actually increase.
That's interesting. So it's not one or the other, it's both.
It seems that way. It's like a pendulum swing. We love the convenience of online shopping, but we also crave those real-world connections and experiences.
It's like we need both to feel balanced.
Right, and the report highlights trends we're already seeing. Think about the popularity of those fancy coffee shops, those restaurants with waiters, and just that basic desire to touch and feel products before we buy them. It's a reminder that even in a digital world, we're still human. We still crave those tangible experiences.
Makes sense. We're social creatures at heart.
We are, but hold on. Didn't the report also talk about increased automation, especially in restaurants? How does that fit in with this whole craving for human connection?
It's a good question. The report does predict more automation in those quick service and fast casual restaurants. Robots will likely be handling those behind-the-scenes tasks, like cooking and food prep.
Cool robot chefs?
You got it. So you might still have a waiter taking your order, but a robot could be whipping up your meal.
It's a wild world we're heading into. So we could be looking at a future with both high-tech and high-touch experiences existing side by side.
It's like a balancing act.
It is. It's about finding that sweet spot between convenience and connection, efficiency and experience, and this all ties into what the report calls retail science. It's about using data and AI to create a more personalized shopping experience.
Data-driven retail. That's the future.
It seems that way. So are we talking about stores that are designed to cater to the specific needs of each community?
Even more granular than that, retailers are using data to become retail scientists. They're analyzing things like shopper lifestyles, walking habits, even psychographics, which is the study of people's attitudes and aspirations. It's about really understanding their customers and creating experiences that resonate with them on a personal level.
So each store location of a chain could feel unique, offering different products and services tailored to the local community.
Exactly. It's about personalization at scale.
And imagine retailers using digital twin replicas of their stores to optimize everything from the layout to the merchandise. It's like taking the guesswork out of retail.
Data-driven decision-making, it's a game changer.
And loyalty programs, they're getting a major upgrade too. Instead of those generic rewards programs, imagine personalized deals based on each shopper's preferences and perceived value.
Yeah.
It's about building deeper relationships by understanding what people truly want and offering them something valuable.
It's about making loyalty programs actually feel rewarding.
Exactly. So we've got drones, robots, AI, data galore. But what about the bigger picture? What role will retail play in creating a more sustainable and inclusive future?
That's the million-dollar question, and the report definitely addresses it.
Get better.
It highlights the growing importance of sustainability and inclusion, emphasizing that businesses need to contribute positively to their communities. It's not just about profits anymore.
It's about purpose.
Exactly, and the JLL Global People Experience Survey actually found that 79% of respondents believe that businesses should have a positive impact on their communities.
So consumers are looking for brands that align with their values.
They are. They want to feel good about where they spend their money.
And the report stresses the role of retail in promoting a circular economy, reducing waste, encouraging recycling, and incorporating sustainable practices throughout the supply chain.
It's about making sustainability a core part of the business model.
And we're already seeing some great examples of this. H&M has a clothing recycling program. And in Sweden, there's Rotuna, an entire shopping mall made from recycled materials. It's pretty incredible.
It is, and the report also talks about inclusive design, creating retail spaces that are accessible and welcoming to people of all abilities, ages, and backgrounds. It's about making sure everyone feels welcome and included.
Absolutely. So the future of retail isn't just about cool tech and fancy gadgets. It's about using those things to create a more human-centered, sustainable, and inclusive experience for everyone.
It's about using technology to enhance the human experience, not replace it.
Exactly. And that's what we'll continue to explore as we dive deeper into this JLO report. So stay tuned for more insights into the future of retail.
You know, it's amazing how retail is becoming about so much more than just buying stuff.
It's true.
It's about experiences, values, what people actually want out of life, you know?
Absolutely. And we've already explored so much. I mean,
So much.
drone deliveries, digital twins, those retail superstars,
Oh, yeah.
sustainable shopping malls. It's mind-blowing how fast the retail world is changing.
It's moving at warp speed.
It is. But here's the thing. This change isn't just about technology, right?
No, it's not.
It's about understanding how shoppers like you are changing, what you're looking for, what's important to
It
you.
makes you tick.
Exactly. So before we jump back into this JLL report, I want to leave you with a question, and I want you to really think about this.
I can't ready.
In a world where you can order almost anything online and have it delivered right to your door, what would make you actually choose to go shopping in person?
That's a good question.
Like, what would make you get off the couch, leave the house, go to a store, interact with products, talk to people, maybe discover something new?
It would have to be something special.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a question worth pondering because the future of retail, it's not set in stone.
No, it's not.
It's shaped by the choices we make as shoppers every single day.
So we have the power.
We do. So as you navigate this ever-evolving retail landscape, be mindful of what you're drawn to, support the brands that align with your values, and seek out those experiences that bring you joy, because those are the experiences that will shape the future of retail.
It's about voting with your wallet, you know?
Absolutely. And speaking of shaping the future, let's dive back into this JLL report. There's so much more to uncover.
Right.
Now, this report paints a fascinating picture of a future where retail isn't just confined to malls or shopping centers. It's integrated into every aspect of our lives.
Integrated retail, I like the sound of that.
Right? They call it retail everywhere.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where retail spaces are seamlessly blended with our living spaces, our workplaces, our communities.
So it's not just a place you go to shop, it's part of your everyday life.
Exactly. Imagine living in a mixed-use community where everything you need is right there within walking distance: apartments, offices, medical clinics, restaurants, shops, all in one place.
That sounds incredibly convenient.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. And it's not just about convenience, it's about creating a sense of community, a more holistic lifestyle.
And it's already happening in some places.
It is. Zoning laws and market demands are actually pushing this trend in many countries.
So it's not just a pipe dream, it's becoming a reality.
It is, and we're already seeing examples of this. IKEA, known for their massive stores, they're starting to open smaller locations in cities to be closer to their customers.
That makes sense.
Supermarkets are testing out mini-market concepts. And even malls are being redeveloped to include apartments and other uses. It's like retail is becoming part of the fabric of our daily lives.
It's becoming more accessible, more integrated.
Absolutely. And here's where things get really interesting. The report suggests that as our lives become more and more digital, the value of those authentic, human-centered experiences in physical spaces will actually increase.
So it's not a zero-sum game. It's not digital versus physical.
It's not. It's like a pendulum swing. We love the convenience of online shopping, but we also crave those real-world connections, those tangible experiences.
We need that balance.
We do. And the report highlights trends that are already happening. Think about the popularity of those high-end coffee shops, those restaurants with real waiters, and just the desire to touch and feel products before we buy them.
To experience them with all your senses.
Exactly. It's a reminder that even in the digital world, we're still human. We still crave that human connection.
We're social creatures by nature.
We are. But here's the question. The report also talks about increased automation, particularly in restaurants. So how does that fit in with this desire for human interaction?
It's a good question, and the report does predict we'll see more automation in those quick service and fast casual restaurants.
So like fast food places.
Exactly. And robots will likely be handling a lot of those behind-the-scenes tasks, like cooking and food prep.
So robot chefs?
Exactly. You might still have a human server taking your order, but a robot could be preparing your meal.
It's a brave new world we're entering.
It is, but I think it's about finding the right balance,
Agreed.
integrating technology to improve efficiency and explore new possibilities while still preserving those human elements that we value.
That human touch.
Exactly. It's not about robots replacing humans entirely. It's about finding ways to work together.
To create a better experience for everyone.
Exactly. And the report doesn't stop there. It goes even further, talking about the potential for mixed reality experiences.
Mixed reality, what's that?
Imagine amusement parks that combine physical activities with augmented reality adventures, or those incredible immersive cinematic experiences offered by companies like Sandbox VR.
It sounds amazing.
It is. It's about blurring the lines between the real and virtual worlds to create something truly unique and engaging.
It's like taking entertainment to a whole new level.
Exactly. And this all ties into what the report calls retail science, using data and AI to create a more personalized shopping experience.
So data-driven retail, we talked about that earlier.
We did, but this is about taking it to the next level.
How so?
Imagine retailers becoming retail scientists, using data to analyze things like shopper lifestyles, walking habits, even psychographics, which is the study of people's attitudes and aspirations.
So they're really getting to know their customers.
They are. It's about understanding their customers on a much deeper level and creating experiences that resonate with them.
So each store location of a chain could offer different products and services based on the preferences of the local community.
Exactly. It's like creating a unique shopping experience for each neighborhood.
That's personalization at its finest.
And loyalty programs are getting a major upgrade too. Imagine personalized deals and incentives based on each shopper's preferences and perceived value.
So it's not just about earning points. It's about getting rewards that you actually want.
Exactly. Building deeper relationships by understanding what people truly need and offering them something genuinely valuable.
So we've got drones, robots, AI, data galore. But what about the bigger picture? What role will retail play in creating a more sustainable and inclusive future?
That's a crucial question, and the report definitely addresses it.
Good, because it's important.
It highlights the growing importance of sustainability and inclusion, emphasizing that businesses need to contribute positively to their communities. It's not just about profits anymore.
It's about making a difference.
Exactly, and the JLL Global People Experience Survey actually found that a significant 79% of respondents believe businesses should contribute positively to their communities.
So consumers are looking for brands that align with their values. Brands that are doing good in the world.
They are. They want to feel good about where they spend their money.
And the report stresses the role of retail in promoting a circular economy, reducing waste, encouraging recycling, and incorporating sustainable practices throughout the supply chain.
It's about making sustainability a core part of the business model.
And we're already seeing some encouraging examples of this, like H&M with their clothing recycling program.
Right, and in Sweden, there's Retuna, an entire shopping mall made from recycled materials.
That's incredible.
It is. And the report also emphasizes the need for inclusive design, creating retail spaces that are accessible and welcoming to people of all abilities, ages, and backgrounds.
So everyone feels welcome.
Exactly. It's about making sure that everyone has a positive and enjoyable shopping experience, no matter who they are or what their needs may be.
Absolutely. So the future of retail, it's not just about cool technology and fancy gadgets. It's about using those things to create a more human-centered, sustainable, and inclusive experience for everyone.
It's about creating a better future for retail and for the world.
Exactly. And that's what we'll continue to explore as we dive deeper into this GLL report. So stay tuned for more insights into the future of retail. This deep dive into the future of retail has been quite the eye-opener.
It really has.
We've explored so much: drone deliveries, those digital twins, retail superstars, sustainable shopping malls, AI-powered everything. It's clear that we're in the midst of a retail revolution.
A retail revolution.
It is, and it's happening faster than ever before. But here's the key takeaway. This evolution isn't just about adopting the latest technology. It's about understanding what shoppers like you truly value.
What matters to people.
Exactly, and creating experiences that are not only convenient and personalized, but also meaningful, experiences that align with your values.
Experiences that resonate.
Exactly. So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want to leave you with one final thought-provoking question.
Okay, hit me.
In a world where you can have almost anything delivered right to your doorstep with a click, what would make you choose to go shopping in person?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is. What kind of experience would be so compelling, so enticing, that you'd actually choose to venture out into the real world, interact with products, connect with people, maybe discover something new?
It would have to be something special.
It would, wouldn't it? And it's a question worth thinking about because the future of retail, it's not predetermined. It's being shaped right now by the choices that we make as consumers every single day.
So we have a say in this.
We do. We have the power to shape the future of retail. So as you navigate this ever-evolving landscape, be mindful of your choices, support brands that align with your values, and embrace those experiences that bring you joy.
Because those are the experiences that will ultimately define the future of retail.
They are. And remember, this conversation is far from over. We'd love to hear your thoughts, your predictions about the future of retail, what excites you, what concerns you. Share your ideas, because this is a future that we're creating together, one purchase, one experience, one conversation at a time.
It's an exciting time to be a shopper.
It is. So until next time, happy shopping, everyone.